Hi, my name is Muhammad Alif Ramadan bin Ahmad NAZRI. I'll be presenting a brief overview of a case study titled Another Staff Meeting, which highlight a serious issue in organizational communication and leadership style. The story centers around Jun Hans, an employee working under his supervisor, Jim McLean, is known for calling impromptu, unstructured meetings that often lack of clear purpose and outcomes. This poor communication practice led to a frustration and low morale and wasted time among the staff. In one such meeting, Jim dismissed Jun's valid concerns about a flawed VIP service program and ignored her suggestions simply because of her inexperience. His failure to listen and value input not only demotivated June, but silenced the entire team. This case clearly illustrates of how poor leadership and lack of respectful communication can create a toxic culture, and it reminds us that ineffective planning and active listening can empowering employees are essential for a healthy and a productive workplace. So the main objective of this case in study is to explore of how poor communication and negative leadership style affect employee performance, satisfaction, and overall workplace dynamic. It focuses on how leadership either facilitate or block communication and how careless leadership decision can create stress, confusion, and disengagement among the staff. Case highlight the importance of plan of two-way communication where the employees views are appreciated and leaders listen actively. It emphasized that leadership should not be about control but inclusion, where decision making is shared and team voice are valued. The study also serves a reminder that when a communication lack direction and feedback is ignored, morale suffers, productivity drops, and trust between leaders and staff weakens. Ultimately, it calls for a better planning, open dialogue, and a culture of respect to build a stronger team relationship and a healthier organization. Thank you. And for the next part, I will pass to AFNI, and she will explain about the case analysis that we have suggested in our report.
All right, thank you, Alif. As the objective of the case study is to reveal several leadership and communication problems caused by the supervisor Jim McLean, which negatively impacts his team's performance and morale, I will explain the problem that we had analyzed in the case. These problems fall into four main areas, which is poor meeting management, ineffective communication, poor handling of organizational politics, and a lack of strategic decision making. Firstly, Jim demonstrates poor meeting management.
Hey Rudy, what are you doing here? Where do you want to go?
Just for a meeting.
Jim's meeting.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Jim's called one last minute meeting again.
Yep. Found out 20 minutes ago. No idea about what it is either.
Jim's right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
A few moments later.
Sorry guys, I'm just catching up on things. Sorry I'm late. So what's the update? I thought we should all just check in.
Check in. What? I never even sent out the agenda.
As we can see just now, Jim often calls last minute meetings without consistency, making it difficult for the staff to prepare or plan their schedules. This has caused ongoing frustration, especially for team members like June Hanks. He also often arrives late to the meetings and offer vague explanation like needing to catch up. This makes the meetings feel disorganized and unproductive. Secondly, Jim shows an ineffective communication style.
Okay, here's the real reason I call this meeting. It's about the red tape in our department. It's holding us back. I want each of you to give me 3 ideas in writing. I want them by tomorrow morning. Put it in my desk.
3 ideas by tomorrow morning? Jim, I already working late for the Howard project. The deadline is so tight. I can't do both at the same time.
Well, this is important. Make it happen.
Just now, we can see that Jim also makes unrealistic demands, such as asking staff to submit 3 written proposals by the next morning, without considering their workload or the challenges they already face. He gives top down orders instead of engaging the team in solving problems. He also communicates in one way style, where he gives instruction but doesn't listen to feedbacks or ideas from his team. This approach limits trust and makes the meetings feel pointless. Thirdly, Jim handles organizational politics poorly.
Jim, honestly, I think the red tape isn't the real issue. It's the VIP service program. It's interrupting everyone's work and creating more errors.
Jude, you haven't been around long enough to even fully understand this program. Your ideas about the VIP program, your suggestion doesn't work. So let's just stick to the red tape issue.
That was harsh.
Just now, we can see when June raised a legitimate concern about the pressure caused by the VIP program, Jim dismissed her opinion and belittled her experience. His response was rude and extremely dismissive, which discouraged the rest of the team from speaking up. This behavior shows a lack of political awareness and emotional intelligence. If Jim wants to lead effectively, he must listen respectfully, value different perspectives, and create an environment where people feel safe to share ideas. All right. Lastly, Jim shows a lack of strategic thinking in his decision making.
Let's stay focused. The red tape is our biggest issue right now.
Just now, we can see that he is trying to fix the red tape issues. While it sounds useful, he chooses a wrong time to bring it up. The team is already overwhelmed by the poorly planned VIP program, which is the real source of many problems in the organization. He always focuses on something that is less urgent instead of fixing the core issue first, which is frustrates the team further. To be more effective, Jim needs to address the most pressing challenges first. We can see that Jim Macklin's leadership style creates confusion, low morale, and poor team engagement. He needs to improve how he manages meetings, respecting inputs, and make smarter decisions that reflects the actual challenges his team is facing. By doing so, he can build trust, improve morale, and help his team work more effectively together. So that's all from me. And for the next part, I will pass to Kamal, and he will explain the recommendation for improvement that we had suggest in our report. Thank you very much.
My name is Muhammad Kamal bin Fandi. Now we will go through the recommendation on the case analysis. The first one of the most important steps for a productive meeting is having a clear goals and a structured agenda. When everyone knows the purpose of the meeting, they can calm, prepared, stay focused, and contribute meaningfully. Distributing an agenda ahead of time helps eliminate confusion, align expectation, and manage time better. This also shows that we respect everyone's time, and as a result, communication improves and decisions become more effective. Next, in this digital era, relying only on face-to-face or last-minute communication is no longer effective. Tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, Asana, and Trello help centralize communication and track tasks. They support both real-time and asynchronous communication, so team members in different time zones or work styles can still connect it. This platform reduce ambiguity, provide task clarity, and send timely notifications. As Dre and Mo 2020 point out, they also help structure workflows and reduce cognitive overload. Now, let's talk about timing. Meetings take time, so poor timing or too many meetings can lead to burnout and frustration. We should always consider employee workload, productivity peaks, and other calendar commitments. Using scheduling tools ensures fairness and respect for everyone's time. Miller 2021 highlights how timely communication reduces workplace stress and keeps operation running smoothly. Last but not least, no meeting is truly effective unless it's inclusive and psychologically safe. This means creating a space where all participants feel safe to speak up and share ideas even if they disagree. Simple action like setting ground rules, inviting quieter voices to speak, and addressing conflict respectfully can go a long way. Edmondson 2019 emphasizes that psychological safety is a key factor in high-performing teams. Leaders must role model inclusive behavior and show that diverse perspectives are welcome. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Aisyah and I will be talking about the conclusion for our case study. To wrap up, this case really highlights how poor communication can affect both how well an organization functions and how people feel at work. Junhin's experience shows us what happens when meetings are thrown together without a clear purpose. Instead of being helpful or productive, they ended up creating confusion and stress. Jim's ways of leading meetings based on emotion rather than planning left employees feeling unprepared and unsure of how to contribute. When meetings lack structure, follow-up and clear goals, they don't move anything forward. In fact, they can actually make things worse by creating a culture where people are always reacting instead of working together to solve problems. This kind of communication breaks trust and lowers morale. Big lesson here is that good communication doesn't happen by accident. Organizations need to be intentional, set clear agendas, create space for respectful conversation, and make sure people feel heard. When that happens, teams are most engaged, trust grows, and things run more smoothly overall. That's all from us. Thank you.